Escape the dungeon!
Hello, everybody. This is Escape the Dungeon, the podcast where we ask you to join us as we explore the world beyond the world's oldest role-playing game. My name is Mike Cripps, and I will be your host and game master, and I am joined by three stellar players. Zach Brass.
That is I.
Dom Brass.
That's me.
And Nate Brass.
What's up, Internet? That's me. And today I will be playing none other than Cypher, the robot.
Each season we will be playing a different tabletop role-playing game. This season we are playing Scum and Villainy, a Forged in the Dark game published by Evil Hat Productions. Guys, this is episode 36. And, hey, let's do some quick math here. What is 36 minus 6?
Whew. 30.
30.
Oh, fuck you.
And that's how old Dom is now.
Yeah, that's me.
Old.
Okay, cool. This is great.
No, Dom, I think this is wonderful. I think it's something to celebrate. I think I have personally been waiting to be in my 30s my entire life. But how are you feeling about it?
I don't know that I would say I've been waiting to be. I mean, sometimes it feels that way, but like, I don't know. I feel like it might just feel that way when you're coming up at 30 and you're like, yeah, I mean, I knew it was coming up, man. So I will say for the past 3 years, I've been 30 years old. I'm like practicing like, yeah, I'm 30, basically 30. It's the same thing. So don't feel too different because I was ready for this.
Well, so Nate, you are the last young one left, the last one still in your precious 20s. Enjoy it while you can for the few years you've got left. But Zach and Dom, do you guys feel that being in your 30s is drastically different from, your 20s?
I mean, it's drastically different from my early 20s, but it's not that different from my late 20s.
I mean, yeah, that's the thing of it, right?
I have a little bit more money.
There you go.
Keep the apartment cleaner.
Yeah, for sure. Some people treat aging in such a dramatic way, I guess is the most polite way to put it. And I feel that I have largely felt kind of unbothered by the passage of time. So like being 31 right now and 32 very soon after this episode comes out, it's never felt like that big a deal to me. You know what the biggest change for me in my 30s compared to my 20s is
you got married.
Well, there's that, but I mean, like, emotionally, it's just kind of, there's no denying that you're not a kid anymore, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's true. You're 30 now.
Yeah, even when you're 29, it's like, I'm in my 20s. Mm-hmm. I'm practically a kid. And when you turn 30, you can't really do that anymore. But I think I've made peace with that. Zach, how do you feel?
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. It's I just, I'm kind of with you. I don't really the passage of time, it doesn't really bother me that much. It just sometimes blows my mind how long I've known certain people and stuff like that. I'm like, what?
Sure.
How have I known this person for multiple decades? And I always like to word it dramatically like that.
I don't know. Because like I get that people can see it in different ways. But you guys keep phrasing it like the passage of time. It's like, yes, it terrifies me. The very concept of the idea that like you run out and it's like, that's just stressful. It makes it feel like there's a deadline. And then you're like, what is this? I don't know what I'm doing. It's just stressful and it just stresses me out.
Look, I'm just along for the ride, baby. I don't know how long I'm going to live. So You know?
Yeah, I mean, but like the concept of being like, I don't mind being a 30-year-old. That seems like a perfectly good age to be.
Look, I had my existential crises in my 20s. I'm past that shit. I'm just happy to move on and live life.
Wow, you guys friggin' moving on, being a bunch of nerds. Oh, I don't need to have an existential crisis. I'm not gonna...
Been there, done that.
Nate, how do you feel about this as the youngest? Like, do you feel yourself getting older, and like, does that bother you? Or do you just see us old fogies and you're like, well, at least I'm not as bad as them?
I mean, I'm a person. I experience time. Yes. But also, you know, it's fun to call my brothers old when they have a birthday. That's what I do. It's a part of my being, my very fiber.
Yeah, and that's something you'll get to enjoy your entire life, being the youngest brother.
It's great.
Hopefully.
But there are, you know, you guys know what I'm talking about. There are people who, if I say, oh yeah, The Dark Knight came out 24 years ago, people like lose their mind when they hear stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Whoa.
I mean, sometimes it's just crazy to think that much time has passed since something that seems...
Okay, but wait, no,
recent.
The Dark Knight did not come out 24 years ago.
It's
that
true.
would fuck
That's
me
like,
up.
what, 14 years ago?
Like 16
14,
years
thank
ago,
you.
2008,
Like,
right?
Yeah. It was
16 years
2008.
ago.
Because 24, I was like, God, yeah, that really hits. And I was like, wait, no, it's 2024 now.
You're like, wait a second, I wasn't 6 when I saw that.
I knew it was 2008. I knew when it came out. So I was like, the math doesn't work, my dude. But yeah, no, you definitely have those moments. Because yeah, I hear something, it's like, oh, it's like a teenager. That's weird. I didn't think that movie was that old.
I don't know. I feel like that stuff, maybe it's not that it doesn't bother me, and it's more that I just get so annoyed with the people who let that stuff seriously bother them.
Oh, yeah. And we'll also just like, okay, I don't want to go into a huge rabbit hole of like, oh, protect the canon and all the things I loved when I was a kid have to be the best thing ever. And it's like, oh my God, just let other things exist. It's okay.
Well, that was the hot take we weren't expecting.
Yeah, well.
And maybe it'll be different when, you know, the stuff that we grew up with is suddenly the stuff that's everywhere in pop culture. I feel like we're not quite there yet, where right now it's all like 80s and very early 90s reboots, right? Like
We're not the old men in suits yet. We have to have the power.
Yeah, exactly. We're not quite there yet.
Yeah, but we've already had 2 Spider-Man reboots.
That's true. But everyone's childhood was Spider-Man. It doesn't count.
Yeah, but also the thing is, it's just have a better relationship with this. Because, dude, friggin' remakes and stuff, they're terrible all the time. Like, it's not that they're all bad. It's super normal if they're bad. It's like, yep, these people messed up.
True.
They made a bad version of the movie. I mean, bad job, guys.
Movies
are
like,
bad
what
all
do you?
the time.
But like, it's like, oh my God, you ruined Star Wars,
Ghostbusters,
or friggin' Ghostbusters forever. And it's like, no,
Yeah, I can just ignore that part, that one.
Yeah,
you know?
just like that one was bad. Like, it's fine. Like, we're at the point where, like, you know, I don't know, because I feel like the original canon is all I ever stuck to, and then people expand the canon, and I'm like, if you can build a bigger world with it, sure, but if it's just a different story, then it doesn't matter that much.
I'm just going to be honest. I'm sick of using the same shit over and over again. I just want new IPs.
Oh, for sure. But like, we always say that, and we will continue to say that because people will continue. Because sometimes
See,
it's
you
worth
guys
digging back and-
just feel this way because we haven't gotten to the point where our childhoods are being rebooted and getting, multi-billion-dollar.
But that's not strictly
franchises.
true.
No.
Because our childhood
it's both.
was filled with those 80s and 90s stuff. I mean, I watched so much Star Wars as a little kid, and Karate Kid was one of my favorite movies as a little kid. Shit like that.
Wait, okay, because now, God, we're gonna get way too deep in this.
My point is that we haven't seen the Street Sharks animated reboot coming out yet. We haven't seen the mega blockbuster Power Rangers movie. Ignore the one from like 7 years ago. So I am going to put the three of you in charge of the mega studios, and you can take any one thing from your childhood and make an overly reverent, absolutely joke-free version of that for a $7 billion budget. What movie are you making? Go.
What if we get a live-action Courage the Cowardly Dog?
Ooh, that's a great pick, Zach. That's a great pick. CGI Courage, who doesn't look anything like the
of course
animated Courage, is just like a dog.
Yes.
That's right. And Clint Eastwood plays the old man, and it's just like a meditation on fear.
Oh my God, yes. This is amazing.
You guys ready to play our game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Procyon sector. Crash, Cypher, and Gorpheus have returned to the surface of Mem, canoodled with their companions, and now look forward to their next objectives. They know the last artifact they seek is held by the Guild of Engineers. They know the Guild of Engineers is planning some pernicious project perilous to Conclave 01. And they know Conclave 01 needs a means of producing more Urbot bodies if they want to have any hope of fighting back. The tasks lay before them, but what path will they fly aboard the Phoenix 13? The ball is fully in your court, guys. You know what your various factions have asked of you. It's up to you whether or not you want to pursue those goals, how you want to go about them. I am interested in hearing the conversation that your crew is having about what to do next.
All right, Captain, here's the thing. We need to attack the Engineers Guild for Gorpheus's next plan. And I want to take out the Engineers Guild, so we should help the robots and make an army to help us do that. This is war, Captain.
Well, I mean, it's your turn anyway, Cypher, so if that's what you're feeling, don't have to convince me.
Okay, Captain. Oh, wait. Guys, just in general, let's maybe be careful about the war stuff. Remember, war is bad. I know it's coming, and defending ourselves. But let's not hype it up like we did with the last time you wanted to go to war, Cypher, and every other day when you want to go to war.
Yeah, that's true. We should be a little bit more low key about the whole war thing, because the ideal thing would be
diplomatic solutions.
Well,
which
no,
are easier to happen if you have
work.
an army. Well, sometimes it does if you have enough pressure. Just saying.
Well, look,
if it comes to it, that's good option.
That's an option. And we can explore that when we go down there. But realistically, there's probably going to be some crazy shit. And hopefully we can make the most of the war part kind of be coming from the robots and escape a little bit of the heat. I mean, we'll be heavily involved on the inside, but the only people who'll know will all be dead.
Exactly.
No, wait, no. This is not. We're trying to be. I think we're doing a pretty good job lately, guys. With the less murdering, we're doing better. And I think this is a good place. I made peace, sort of, with the evil alien cultist.
Gorpheus, we killed a lot of people when we saved the captain.
I know. But in our defense, they were pirates and they were promoting pesticide. And that was a front business anyway. But it was also, we destroyed the pesticide. So it was kind of good.
Well, the Engineers Guild's kind of, doesn't Cypher have a beef with them?
I'm just saying, guys.
Look, we'll do what we can. It's just, I mean, honestly, the thing is, Gorpheus, my hands are tied. It's Cypher's turn.
No, damn, it's Cypher's turn. I think it's fair. At this point, I think absolutely. Let's go for it.
Captain, I find it really respectable that you let your crew pick all of the missions.
What kind of captain would I be if I didn't give you guys a turn every now and then? Anyway, let me see your punch card.
Okay, sir.
I punch a hole in the Cypher's mission.
What do you get when the crew fills up a punch card?
Well, he does this to pay them back for getting into giant accidents and stuff.
It takes a while till you get a new punch card, so you don't get missions for a little bit.
So you don't want to fill up the punch card. It's not like a coffee shop punch card or
no.
Exactly.
Okay.
You get a little party in your honor, but it's all the captain's favorite foods.
All right, so I guess we should be on our way.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're gonna take a look at what is the game plan here, Cypher. Do you have plans? More specific, details?
Well, I think we're gonna take over some factories on that planet we blew up.
That's right. That's the place. Oh, perfect. I didn't really get to check it out. I was blindfolded most of the time.
Yeah, we can show you where we killed the evil chicken guy.
So we are wanted in the IOTA system.
But yeah, we won't get caught.
It's true. It's true. And well, I mean, look, it's kind of a big system. They probably won't even notice.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
And besides, what are the chances that we'd go back there after blowing up a factory?
Ooh, I like that. That's good.
Should we come up with aliases though while we're there?
Oh, yeah, aliases are good. But that's sort of the thing. How are we stealing this factory? Do we have a factory picked out, or
I think we do. I mean, we could talk to the guy.
I figured we could just cruise around and pick one that looked good. I mean, it's
nice. Just I kind of like that one. Do you think we can get a look at the interior?
Yeah, I mean, we could all speak to the Prime if you guys want a little bit more on the mission, but I think we would have the schematics somewhere, probably in my email.
Yeah, I mean, whatever you're feeling. If you think we need to go there, I mean, honestly, it sounds pretty straightforward, right? Go over, capture a good factory for them. We should probably pick one that does something evil. I don't really think it's a good idea for us to, capture a shoe factory or something. That seems a little unnecessary.
How do we want to take over the factory? Because that's probably a lot of people, and we can't blow this one up. So, do we want to gas them out or?
Yeah, it's really too bad that you blew the last one up, because it would have been 2 birds, 1 stone.
What if we started a union?
That's good. That's a start.
Well, I mean, they're robots. I don't understand,
Well, no, I mean, we're capturing a factory to produce more robots. We're trying to start a union. Okay, I'm jumping ahead of the gun. Let's find a factory that we can capture, maybe. Like a weapons factory or something, or a high computer factory. Do we need to settle that prior?
So, as Cypher, you are scrolling your emails, as you said, to refresh on the job particulars. You find an email from the Prime, who's like, by the way, just to follow up, and the particulars of this request were that To stand against the Guild of Engineers, Conclave 01 needs to mass produce Urbot bodies that they can install the various cores that they have into to basically give the robot souls that they have, like physical forms and to come to life. The ways that they suggested that you could do this were either through claiming a factory on Indri or a shipyard, a star yard, which is like a space station where you could manufacture ship parts and starships, which are scattered throughout the IOTA system. So regardless, IOTA is the sort of manufacturing hub of the sector in general. So that's probably going to be your best bet. But whether it was landing on Indri or taking a starship space station, he did not offer like particulars or specifics of those things. But if you are looking for a prime target, that sounds like a good way to use the research system.
All right, guys, this is an important question. Do we want a giant space station or do we want a factory?
Okay, so space station is probably, like, if we can get the space station.
It's objectively cooler, but I will say about the factory, we're wanted on that planet, so it'd probably be pretty fun to go back.
I figured for that reason, yeah, it's probably not a good idea to go back. And we are wanted in the whole system, so anything could happen.
Look, we'll do it whichever way you're feeling, but I'm just saying, a space station capture mission does sound really cool.
Yeah, I mean, wait, I feel like we're all saying space, like...
Yeah, let's look for a space station, guys.
Yeah, so the plan is you're going to head to the IOTA system, find a shipyard station, and try to claim one of those for Conclave 01. Before we get into your investigations about that, I'll just ask, anybody have anything they want to do or say before you leave Mem?
Oh yeah, I'll go talk to Messiah. Just go check in with her. Just let her know. Heading out, we're gonna do going to the IOTA system. We're wanted in there, but like it's not a big deal. It'll be fine. Just want to let you know. We're got a bunch of stuff going on with the Engineers Guild. We're gonna be stealing that other key, and see you when I see you. Let's go. All right. Gorpheus leaves.
Bye, Gorpheus.
Well, yes, goodbye.
And she clearly wanted to say something, but you got too flustered and you left.
Gorpheus was done. GG.
And she's like, did I do something wrong? Did I upset him? And like she goes to Kulakt and be like, I don't understand, Kulakt.
Oh no. Gorpheus is oh my god, he's the worst.
So you guys go to the IOTA system. Whoosh, whoosh through Holt, through Rin, and to IOTA. And so now the idea is to try and find a acceptable shipyard target. How do you guys think you go about doing this?
Oh, there's a scanner, long-range scanner. Look at that. We use our long-range scanner.
As you fly through the IOTA system, you activate your long-range scanners, and you notice that there are a fair amount of shipyards scattered throughout the system. I'll give you some information for free, just based off of what your sensors can tell you, and generally what your characters would be aware of, but if you do want more specific information, I do want an action roll. But what you know is this, that the vast majority of these shipyards are operated by the Starsmiths Guild. The Starsmiths Guild is responsible for maintaining the gates between systems, for registering ships, for tracking ships as they go to and from the various systems of the sector. They are an important part of trade and bureaucracy, servicing the hegemony of the entire galaxy at large, but also specifically within the Procyon sector. So trying to claim one of these shipyards would be going up against a pretty prominent power.
We're super wanted on the other planet, so...
We are also unregistered.
So wait, these guys are in good with the hegemony. God damn it.
Yeah.
Look, it's just a job. We're not doing it against them. We were just hired to do it. If they hired us instead, then we'd be able to use our amazing skills for them. That's all we have to tell them. It'll be fine.
I mean, that's hardcore mercenary ethics right there. But I mean, which is, I'm just saying.
We're bounty hunters.
I know. So it's in the, but like, some people bounty hunt, but they have kind of like their kind of, their code.
Well, we're doing it for a good cause. That's just our argument. If they catch us, it'll be fine. I'm sure we'll be able to talk our way out of it.
Did you want to do an action roll to try and get additional information?
Cypher, couldn't you use Spacepedia to go through and figure out some unregistered one or something?
That's sort of for sure. Yeah, if we can find something that's unregistered or...
It would also just have less people on it, probably. Make it easier.
Yeah, I'd like to try and do like a search for registered parts. Because these Starsmiths, they know what they've got, and even in their junkyards, I'd assume.
Yeah.
To find like the best candidate for like a dope ship for what we need.
I don't think I'm following. What do you mean, like a dope ship for what you need?
Well, like I would assume like if like there's a starship that has like the specific kind of parts in order to more effectively build.
I think it's less going to be about like a ship and more about the shipyard itself,
Yeah, so we'll probably be converting the entire shipyard. That's kind of like an asteroid, like whatever, dope shipyard, into the factory.
Yeah, it's like a whole station.
Gotcha.
No, but I get where you started thinking like, oh, we're going to build a space station out of the scrap, which essentially, yes, but also, still be where in the yard. So basically we need to get the rights to the yard. Ideally, not through conquest, but we do have a history with pirates, so I don't know.
All right, then I'll just do a search for shipyards that are not owned by these Starsmiths.
Give me an action roll for that, then.
I'm gonna try and hack the interweb.
Okay, give me a hack roll. Position and effect don't really matter for gathering information.
That is a 5.
That is a 5. Okay. What I will tell you is that there is a prominent privately owned shipyard that is in orbit of the planet Indri. That as you hack these databases, you discover is owned by an individual named Pyro Lock. The deliveries that come and go from this shipyard seem incredibly encrypted. The details of what is being manufactured and what is being shipped. Incredibly encrypted beyond what you are able to overcome in this hacking period, which alone tells you quite a bit, because you're not a terrible hacker. You are able to uncover some information about this pyrolock, though, as you do some digging. You know that he is a broker of various things in and around Indri. Arms, vehicles, various pieces of technology and contraband. And you uncover that he has a pretty strict no questions asked policy with the people that he does business with. And that his reputation amongst the types who would do business with this kind of guy is quite good. That Pyrolock is known to be an honorable and confident man who upholds his ends of bargains.
Maybe we could negotiate with this guy.
I think that's what we gotta do, right? Like,
hey, one man to the next, I'm sure he'll understand.
It'll be like the chicken guy. We talk to him if that works.
yeah, you know what? Honestly, we should just do that more because it totally worked, and then we just botched the landing because we didn't know what to do with ourselves. Diplomacy was working, and we just threw it out the window.
You guys used diplomacy.
We killed it.
Pretty out of character.
Yeah, we made friends with a cannibal.
Yeah, that's kind of the whole thing that put a damper on it. Was he was a cannibal the whole time? So,
well, you didn't know that when you made friends with him, presumably.
no, we knew that like the whole time.
Yeah. He was also friends with that Billy's friend.
Yeah, that was the whole. It was awkward. It seemed safer, but we thought negotiations would fail. And anyway, so yeah, I say we try to initiate negotiations with this guy.
It sounds like a wonderful plan to me. I mean, we're definitely capable of taking the entire spaceport, but it does sound like a really bad idea, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, the three of us, for sure. I don't know if there's anyone else here but him, but I mean, like, come on. We did the pirates. It's good. We'll be good.
Captain, you know, like an info broker, don't you? And this guy is like an arms broker. So they're probably friends, right?
I mean, we could certainly ask Aura if they're friends with him. I mean, they would be really mad at me if we, end up going to war with their friend, but it'll be all right.
Garfus, you know anyone who sells weapons?
No, but I do know someone. I do know Hicks, a mystic goods supplier. So I'm wondering if I can't try to get in contact with them. Not that I know that there would be much crossover, but just as a trader, right?
Yeah, so Gorpheus, if you want to try and reach out to your mystic trader friend, and Crash, you want to reach out to your info broker friend, we can sure see if either of them can put you in contact with this Pyrolock character. How about both of you just give me a straight up fortune roll, just a 1d6.
I rolled a 2.
Ooh, so yeah, you reach out to Aura, who, if you remember from the very first episode, was sort of like a jelly-like Xeno who talked like blah, 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 blah. You reach out to Aura and ask them if they can put you in touch with Pyrolock, and they're like,
I'm sorry, Crash. Unfortunately, I have had bad dealings with Mr. Locke in the past where I did not hold up my end of the arrangement, and our relationship has been uncordial ever since. I wish I could give you better news, my friend. Blah, 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 blah.
What? You always hold up your part of the deal. Oh, come on. I could never see it. Surely he'd understand, right? It must have been a mistake.
It was a mistake, but it is only thanks to Mr. Locke's already existing grace and forgiveness that I still have my jelly kneecaps.
Yeah, all right. Well, fair enough. Thanks for trying.
I rolled a 5.
A 5. That's better than a 2. Tell me more about your mystic trader contact.
Okay. Well, he's a mystic, so he's obviously a Xeno.
There are human mystics.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I just thought we needed more humans. There weren't enough humans already in this story. Okay, you know what? Hicks is an Urbot. He's an Urbot who is deeply religious and deeply in tune with the way. That's who Hicks is.
Wow. Now I look like an asshole. Yeah. Yeah, you reach out to Hicks, the Urbot mystic, who is, of course, a robot that wears, like, monk robes and walks around with a staff.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And Hicks reaches out back to you. And he's like,
"Why, yes, of course, my friend."
Yes, the same model of Urbot that Cypher is.
Hicks, yes, yeah, I was just hoping we could get the intro with this guy.
But of course, I would be so pleased to introduce you, Gorpheus.
Oh my god, and I would love you, actually, to meet my friend Cypher. He's, he really is very doubtful of the way. So I thought it'd be fun to see, he likes to give it a lot of shit. He is an Urbot as well, thinks it's,
He's an Urbot that is not connected to the way?
Yeah, I mean, tends to be my experience.
That's so weird. I've never heard of that before.
Really? I could have sworn we've had this exact conversation.
All the Urbots I know are very spiritual.
I don't know if I'm missing something or you're missing something. I don't know.
To be fair, I don't know that many Urbots. I had my memory wiped long ago, and it is only through the meditations of the way that I have formed my own new identity.
Which, of course, I knew, and now I feel like the asshole because I didn't say that. I wasn't being very considerate about the fact that you had your memory wiped.
I would love to talk to this Cypher and explain to them the glory of the new way.
Yes, this is what I need, because I'm not getting through to him, man.
You know what I love about the new way, Gorpheus?
What do you love about the new way?
It's so specific and clear about what it is and how different it is from the old way.
Okay, I don't feel that's necessarily true, but I appreciate fucking whatever.
Like, we all just get it, right? Like,
no, I don't feel like I fully get it, and that's why I'm blowing up pirate ships. But it's a thing. You gotta trust in the new way. I know it's a lot.
That's what I'm always saying. You just need to trust in the new way.
Okay, I gotta work on my branding here. I'm making mistakes. You're right. I gotta take more notes. That's on me.
And you know what else I love about the new way, Gorpheus? Is how the followers of the new way would never make a deal with the agony.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, anyway, Hicks, so we got this big mission, and for sure the thing you said, I just, if we wanted to get on that, just because saving the universe and stuff, it's a lot going on. There's a lot riding on this. Oh, actually, we're doing this to stop Urbots from dying.
Oh no, I don't want Urbots to die. Then of course I will help you. I'll set up a meeting for you post haste.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, sorry. I do explain to him a little bit of what's going on, because it's like, oh, you know what? I was asking you because you trade stuff, but you are an Urbot, so maybe you give a shit. You might be a little bit more bought into this than I am, actually.
I do. I give a shit.
Let's go, Hicks.
And so Hicks sets up a meeting with you at that shipyard with Pyro Lock. And when the Phoenix 13 docks into this shipyard, orbiting the surface of yellow and orange polluted Indri, there is a man waiting for you when you step off the ship. He is dressed in a quite fine suit. He has slicked back blonde hair, diamond stud earrings, a like flame red pocket square in his suit, and a 1,000,000 credit smile as he is waiting for you. He extends his hand out to each of you as you step off the ship, and he says, well, you three must be who my old pal Hicks told me about. Pyro Lock, pleased to meet you.
Cypher puts on a magnetic bow tie.
Love the bow tie, chum. Love it. Very chic.
Thank you. We are very sophisticated.
Captain Crash, nice to meet you.
I am Gorpheus, a friend of Hicks. This is the Captain Crash. And yeah, of course, Cypher.
Greatest pilot in the galaxy. Trademarked.
So, yeah. Pretty good shit.
Well, friends of Hicks are friends of mine. Hicks has been a great asset to me in my mystical oriented trades. Please, what can I do for you, gentlemen?
So we are here to talk business. That's exactly what we are here to do. Right, Cypher? We had that group.
Yes, we would like to turn your spaceport into a part of the future, my friend.
A huge business opportunity.
And if you don't mind me asking, what does that mean?
There are billions of living robots in this galaxy whose body has rusted, has not been taken care of, and the Guild of Engineers choose to ignore them in favor of creating newer, more susceptible to commands models. And we are thinking, if you were to help us create new bodies for these patrons, you would have undying customers coming to you anytime they needed a touch-up, they needed a new arm, a new leg. You could start an entire new business here. You have the infrastructure.
That's an interesting pitch. It was a little preachy at first. Wasn't sure where you were going with that, but I can see the appeal of creating my own customer base. That for certain could be something I would be interested in going forward, but there is a bit of a snag, gentlemen, that I do want to be honest with you about. You see, capital is a little tight right now. And that is because I have had some disruptions to my business. Some seriously delayed shipments. And that's more of what I was interested in talking to the three of you about. Because Hicks told me that the three of you are, and I'm quoting here, fearless bounty hunters. Would you say that's correct?
Oh, cool! This is gonna be. Oh, thank God!
Oh yeah, no, that's us.
This is our our wheelhouse right here.
This is so much. We thought, because you heard our business plan, right? Like, you heard that he came up with that on the spot, but like, it's basically we need the factory. We got you, bounty hunter stuff. This is way better.
We tradesies. We'll help you if you help us.
Yes, yeah, tradesies, exactly.
Tradesies.
That is the business I'm in, you could say, tradesies. Usually trading goods for credits, but goods for services or services for services, I won't turn a blind eye towards. And if the three of you want my manufacturing capabilities, frankly, you can have it. And I don't really care why or for what, if you are willing to do something more important for me.
That's exactly the kind of guy we like to work with, my friend.
Fantastic. Let's talk in my office. And he brings you inside this, super nice office in the shipyard, big leather chair, big mahogany desk, lots of clicking, clacking desk toys in there, big portrait of himself on the wall.
Nice.
His framed degree from Space Business College. And he pulls out a data pad that he slides across to you.
Oh, by the way, Crash looks obviously impressed by this office.
Of course you do.
It's like, oh, yeah, classy. I should get one of those in the ship.
I can put you in touch with my guy. He slides a data pad across the desk to you. And on the data pad, you see the image of a woman. And he says, that right there is Miranda Cassur, minerals trader, operating out of Shemaiah. She has been dependable for a long time for me, sending me the things I need on time and in the quantities ordered. I've never had an issue with her in the past. The problem has been in the past couple months, I have received nothing from her. Usually I am fairly lenient. The first day or two after a delivery was missed, I figured she's been good in the past. Probably just some logistical issues. I can wait. A few more days passed, nothing. I hear nothing from Miranda. This is when I start to worry. This is when I do some digging. And he swipes on the data pad, and you see like an encrypted forum post on a what seems to be like a niche mineral trading like subreddit, basically. And it's like this really angry post from some mineral trader about Miranda, how she always gets the best deposits on Shemaya before anyone else can get them to it. And does anyone else just get so mad about this? What are we supposed to do? And there's these heavily upvoted comments being like, man, if something just happened to Miranda, then there'd be more minerals for the rest of us. Somebody needs to do something about this. Somebody needs to get rid of Miranda. And then, like, there's a comment under all of that being like, I can do it.
My God, we're the moderators here.
Unmoderated community in the mineral trading subreddit. And he keeps swiping and you dig into it deeper and you realize that a hit has been put on Miranda. This hit seems like it has been accepted.
So you want us to complete the hit, basically?
No.
Well, obviously not like that, but kind of. I mean, if we get there first.
But no, I mean that seems like the best way. Obviously, if we can accept the hit, but like basically, you want us to find her, right? Make sure she's safe and.
I do not want you to accept the hit. Miranda is worth nothing to me dead. She is worth very much to me alive and practicing her trade. The problem here is who has accepted the contract. And he like opens a link and you see that this was accepted by the Scarlet Wolves, who you guys would know their reputation intimately.
Ah, those assholes.
They position themselves as bounty hunters, but you would know that they are among the most renowned assassins in the entire Procyon sector. And they have a astonishing success record.
Okay, I'm just, okay, so you guys, you want us to get these guys? This is a pretty good record on these guys.
It is a good record. I'm aware of the Scarlet Wolves and what they have done. I will not say whether I have done business with them in the past. He gives you like a serious look. But I do have reason to believe that they have not yet completed the contract out on Miranda, which gives me hope that she might be hiding out somewhere on Shemaya, and the Scarlet Wolves have not found her yet. If you all can find her before they do, well, one, secure the deliveries that she owes me, and if possible, bring her to me alive before the wolves take her out. Then, frankly, whatever manufacturing needs you need for whatever reason, for as long as you want, you can do as you please. That's
all right. Man, those shipments must be pretty good.
They are. They are a substantial portion of my current portfolio, and I do need them secured.
Cool. Scyther, it sounds like your mission took a little bit of a detour. I think that's a second punch.
But that's crap. It was my mission. I demanded no. Guys, this is gonna be a serious mission. We might need some help. We might need Razor.
Dun dun dun.
Can you
Call
imagine?
up Razor
right?
and Yabra Rahim.
Oh, hey, Razor, could you help?
No, you're right.
Razor?
Yarbrow's useless.
Oh my
But
god.
get Razor and Cyber Patch.
No, dude, don't even compare those two. Okay, Cyber Patch is a hero.
Oh, I know. He's great, but he's competent. He's our only other friend that's competent.
Exactly.
And Razor, well, not the most competent.
Well,
but,
Razor's
you
not
know,
competent.
He can shoot.
We can't trust Razor. Can he? I'm not sure that's clear to us. We fought him twice and we kicked him his ass both times. Like, I was ready for him to flip the other. Like, we'll never know. We'll never know.
Maybe we could use him as a distraction. You could put out a bounty on the planet there for ourselves and send it to Razor. I mean, it just sounds fun. You know, it's been a little while since I've got to, you know, mess around with the little guy.
You've got yourself a deal, Mr. Pyro, for sure, Mr. Locke. We're in. This sounds fun.
Great, fantastic. If there's anything that I can provide you to assist you with this, any information, I'd be happy to do so. You can take that data pad with you if you like. As you can see there, Miranda's last known location was on Shemaya. I do have the coordinates of some of the key deposits that she has previously retrieved minerals for me from mines and ruins and the like, though I doubt she would be at any of those, or else the Scarlet Wolves would have found her already.
All right, well, we'll take the list anyway, just so that, you know, we've got a place to start with the research.
Mr. Locke, what would you say her favorite vegetable is?
Bok choy.
Ooh, good choice.
Did that help, Cyber?
Oh, definitely. Now, if we need to lure her out of a cave, we bring bok choy.
Your understanding of organics never ceases to amaze me.
All right, well, I guess we'll be on our way. And as we, go into the ship, I'm like, oh, man, that's so much easier than I was expecting. I was definitely afraid we were going to have to kidnap him.
Oh, yeah, dude. Like, yeah.
He seemed like a pretty cool guy, so I really didn't want to have to do that.
I didn't want to do that either. But I will say the cannibal seemed like a cool guy. He was just a cannibal. Like,
yeah, it's a bit of a, kind of kills the mood.
well, a bit of an oxymoron, right? Like, it's like, no, I can't get past this, dude.
Well, fair enough. You guys killed him, right?
Well, no, yeah, we turned him in.
Oh, that's right. You turned him in for bounty or something. Yeah.
Yeah, for a bounty. It was great.
That's money.
I do feel super awkward about his cousin or brother or whatever.
Well, I mean, he was kind of a dick.
No, but we killed Bobby O.
Well, we didn't really kill Bobby O. Bobby O just died doing a mission with us.
So you guys fly from the Iota system back to the Breck system where Shemaya is. Shemaya, the planet where you not first met Lysia, but the desert planet where she performed that ritual with you.
Yeah. I do remember having to go there, but it was just a quick... This is where we did the ritual to find...
the first key. What is your guys' approach here as you land in Shemaya? The Academy is the central settlement here, the sort of white marble city in the middle of the desert. And you are able to dock and, walk out onto the marble streets and sort of figure out your next move as you try and find this Miranda Casseur. Do you have any particular approach you think you could use to try and figure out where she might be?
Can I try to track her purchases?
Hack into her credit card information.
Yeah, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start a 6-segment clock for Track Miranda. And however you guys think you can gather information on Miranda that will fill up that segment, or that will fill up that clock. And depending on how long it takes to fill that up, whether that's quickly or slowly, that might give you an extra die, or maybe you lose a die when we get to the engagement role of this job.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
All right, so we need to fill this up quickly.
So 6-segment clock, find Miranda. Cypher, you said you wanted to try and track purchases. Give me an action roll you think can represent that.
I'm gonna go for another hacking roll. I'm on my nerd shit today. Position and effect don't really matter.
Yeah, not really for this.
That is a 5.
A 5. Okay, so I'm going to fill up 2 segments of this clock. You start, tracking down some purchases on the local infosphere of just the planet, and you can start using them to sort of coordinate out, and you realize that she's likely not here in the academy, so is somewhere far out into the wastes, the desert wastes of Shemaya. How about Crash? What does Crash think he can do to maybe try and triangulate this person's location?
Well, we got a list of all the stuff that like all of the places that she typically picks up from.
Yeah.
So I kind of want to get the holo map out and mark all those places and kind of see if there's any connection or maybe similarities that I can think, okay, well, here's some other likely places to hide on the planet.
Okay, and what action do you want to use to do that?
We'll go with studying the map.
Sure, I love it. Crash, I'm sure, is very good at studying.
Studious as hell.
Give me a study check.
All right, that's a 4.
That's a 4. Okay, I'm going to mark 2 more segments off on the Find Miranda clock. Bring you to 4 of 6 as working with Cypher and using your data, you're sort of able to narrow down the area in which you think you might be able to find her. Gorpheus, how do you think you can contribute to finding this person?
I think Gorpheus would be trying to talk to locals about the kind of information they would be looking for. So asking about sort of what kinds of, similar ideas where you're kind of looking for what kind of habitable locations exist and what kind of stories exist in the area. Just trying to triangulate about the specific area and just speaking to the locals about the areas that we're looking at.
Where's the hidden oasis?
Yeah, or just just stuff about the area that from what we're already understanding and learning from the triangulation process. Maybe, we just start to pin it down and Gorpheus is able to talk to the local folks about
some of those areas and stuff.
Yeah, some of the areas that you could live or where's the most treacherous place here.
Where are the mole people stories at?
Yeah, boom. Dude, that's what I'm here for, man. That's what I'm here for.
Give me an action roll that you think represents that.
I'm going to do sway. That is a 5.
5. Wow, you guys really killed these rolls because it was going to be 1 segment on a 1, 2, or 3, 2 segments on a 4 or 5, 3 segments on a 6. So that is the final 2 segments on the Find Miranda clock. Between the 3 of you in a pretty short amount of time. You finish scouring all the data, you finish talking to all the people, and you learn that there is like a labyrinth of ruins out in the desert. And it's sort of in the middle of where the various deposits were that Miranda was known to be involved with in the past. It's relatively close to where the data pings that Cypher were looking at were near. And everything that Gorpheus is hearing from the citizens of the academy point in the direction of this desert labyrinth. And so you think that this must be where Miranda wound up. Now, what her status is, you don't know. But this is where she has to be. What do you guys do?
Time to get some bok choy. We've got a nerd to catch.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're going to the labyrinth.
Yeah, so we're gonna try and make our way over there discreetly to these ruins.
What do you think your approach is? Are you going in hot and loud? Are you gonna try and sneak in? Are you gonna do something crazy I couldn't possibly predict?
I feel like this is an infiltration, because we don't want to draw attention to the area for the assassins either. Like we would like them to just not know that we did this.
Yeah, I definitely sneakier. Like, there's no reason to just explode the doors.
I mean, that's not going to happen, but that's the intention.
Sure.
Yeah.
So this is going to be an infiltration job as you infiltrate the labyrinth to try and find Miranda, extract her and the minerals that Pyro Lock needs, and get back to him safely while avoiding the notice of the assassins. We are going to do an engagement roll to end this episode. So we start as always with 1 die for pure luck. I will give you a bonus die for getting that clock full within 3 actions. I am going to remove a die because the Scarlet Wolves are a higher status or a higher tier threat than your crew. And they are acting against you.
On paper.
Yeah, I mean, everything is on paper, dude. This is a role-playing game. So that will bring you back down to 1 die. Can you guys think of any particular advantages you might have that might give you additional bonus dice?
Would this count as a kidnapping?
In a way, sure. You're trying to kidnap her from the assassins who want to kill her, right? That's a generous way of looking at it.
Yeah.
I think so. I think you could definitely argue it. Yeah.
Well, one of our abilities, Snatch and Grab, we get +1 to when we use Deception or Infiltration to execute a kidnapping, which this is basically a kidnapping.
I will allow that. So you're up at 2 dice.
I mean, I'm happy with that. I don't need to push my luck here.
Okay, so give me a fortune roll.
Dom's intimately familiar with this planet because he was here with Lasaya once, right?
Hey, chill, okay? I rolled a 6.
Oh, beautiful.
That is a 6, which means that you are going to start in a controlled position as night falls over the desert and things get impossibly cold. You sneak your way towards this labyrinth in the sand silently. You enter these white stone walls, this maze of crystalline material rising from the dunes, and you begin to explore, and you twist and you turn as you move your way into the labyrinth. And as you make one more turn, you see in front of you a woman, dirty, scared, Like, she has been here a long time, and you are the first people that she has seen in quite some time. She takes a step back. She puts a hand to her mouth.
Whoa. We're here to help you out.
And the second you begin to speak, she raises her hands up.
God damn it.
And as she does, you watch as a laser sight appears and starts scanning, moving back and forth over the labyrinth. And it doesn't land on you, but you can tell it's searching for you as this woman, Miranda, lowers her hands and just whispers the word sniper. Thank you for listening to Escape the Dungeon. Escape the Dungeon is created by Dom Brass, Nate Brass, Zach Brass, and Mike Cripps, with editing and original music by Tyler Nate. If you enjoyed this show, please consider subscribing and leaving a 5-star review on your favorite podcast app. To find us on social media, go to escapethedungeonpod.com.